Cuba, a land of music, history, and mystery, holds a secret few know. A paradoxical paradise, Cuba teems with vibrant life, pulsating music, and a rich tapestry of history that stretches back centuries. But beneath its sun-drenched beaches and cobblestone streets, there is a world that remains elusive to the casual observer. In this fascinating land, the allure of salsa rhythms and classic cars coexists with a labyrinth of regulations and forbidden zones. These zones, shrouded in a cloak of mystery, are a part of the Cuban enigma that beckons the most intrepid of travelers. Through the voices of locals and experts, we uncover the complexities of this Caribbean gem. Their stories take us on a journey through the lively culture, the poignant history, and the intriguing realities of life in Cuba. Unraveling the enigma of Cuba requires a keen eye and an adventurous spirit. So, are you ready to delve into the mystery? Cuba, an island of enchantment, also harbors forbidden zones, regions often overlooked by the regular tourist. These areas, cloaked in mystery, hold stories that are seldom told but are essential to understanding the real Cuba. Let's delve into these forbidden zones, the areas that are off-limits to most, yet hold a magnetic allure for the adventurous and the curious. Forbidden zones in Cuba are typically areas of military importance or regions of ecological sensitivity. These zones are strictly off-limits, and trespassing can lead to serious consequences. Imagine for a moment walking through Havana and suddenly finding yourself in front of a barricade with stern-looking guards. You've stumbled upon Los Cocos, a residential area exclusively for military and government officials. The secrecy surrounding this area makes it one of Cuba's most intriguing forbidden zones. Then there is Punto Cero, Fidel Castro's private estate, a place shrouded in secrecy and off-limits to the public. The estate's location is not publicly disclosed, adding to its allure and mystery. Moving away from the urban areas, we find forbidden zones of a different kind. The Ciénaga de Zapata, a UNESCO biosphere reserve, is home to many unique species. However, parts of this reserve are off-limits to protect the delicate ecosystems. These forbidden zones bring forth a different side of Cuba, one that is shrouded in mystery and intrigue. But remember, these zones are forbidden for a reason. The potential risks involved in exploring these areas range from legal repercussions to potential harm to the environment. So while the allure of the unknown is undeniable, we must respect the boundaries set. If you're ever in Cuba, remember to do your research about these areas. Understand why they are restricted and what the potential risks are. That way you can appreciate the mystery and understand the reasons behind the restrictions. These forbidden zones paint a different picture of Cuba, one that's both intriguing and cautionary. They remind us that while exploration is a key part of travel, respecting local laws and ecosystems is equally important. Behind the allure of Cuba's vibrant culture and scenic beauty, unseen dangers lurk. A traveler's paradise on the surface, this Caribbean island is a study in contrasts. While its infectious rhythms, picturesque landscapes, and rich heritage draw you in, the unfamiliar terrain can pose challenges if you're not prepared. First, let's talk about crime. Now, don't get me wrong, Cuba is generally safe for tourists. However, petty crime like pickpocketing and bag snatching is not unheard of. Especially in crowded areas, it's essential to be mindful of your belongings and perhaps avoid flashing expensive gadgets or jewelry that might attract unwanted attention. Next, health risks. Cuba's tropical climate can be a breeding ground for mosquitoes carrying diseases such as dengue and Zika. It's advisable to pack insect repellent, wear protective clothing, and stay in accommodations with air conditioning or screened windows. Additionally, tap water may not be safe to drink, so sticking to bottled water is a good idea. Now, let's delve into some cultural faux pas. The Cuban government maintains strict rules about photography. Snapping pictures of military installations, police, or airport personnel can land you in hot water. So it's best to ask for permission before capturing those memorable moments. Lastly, it's worth mentioning that internet access in Cuba is not as readily available as in other parts of the world. Wi-Fi spots are limited and often crowded, and accessing certain websites might be restricted. So if you're the type who likes to stay connected, this could be a significant adjustment. Here's an interesting snippet from a local guide. Being alert and respectful of the local customs is the key. If you're unsure about something, don't hesitate to ask. Cubans are generally friendly and helpful. In conclusion, while these unseen dangers do exist, they shouldn't deter you from exploring the charm that is Cuba. With a little bit of knowledge, a dash of common sense, and a sprinkle of caution, You can navigate your way around these potential pitfalls. Awareness and caution can turn potential dangers into mere whispers in the wind. The heart of Cuba beats within its people, yet their struggles often remain hidden from the world. The economic challenges that the Cubans face are multifaceted and complex. The average wage in Cuba is significantly lower than in many other parts of the world, creating a constant battle for survival. This struggle is compounded by a lack of job opportunities, leaving many Cubans feeling trapped in a cycle of poverty. Yet, these hardships are not always visible to the casual observer. To truly grasp the extent of these struggles, we must listen to the voices of the Cuban people themselves. We've spoken to locals and experts who have shared personal accounts of their daily battles, their hopes, and their dreams. These stories offer a poignant look into the realities of life in Cuba, beyond the idyllic beaches and vibrant culture. Understanding the struggles of the Cuban people adds a new layer to the complex beauty of this island nation. Despite the challenges, the spirit of the Cuban people remains unbroken. A land of vibrant cultures and rich traditions, Cuba's heart beats in the rhythm of its people. Faced with adversity, they stand firm. Their resilience is enduring as the island's timeless beauty. Their love for their homeland shines through in their music, their dance, their art, a testament to their indomitable spirit. You'll hear stories of perseverance, of hope that refuses to be silenced. From the farmer in the tobacco fields of Vinales to the artist in the colorful streets of Havana, their narratives weave a tapestry of resilience. They speak of dreams for a brighter future, for their children, for their beloved Cuba. Each story unique in its struggle yet united in its hope. The spirit of Cuba, resilient and vibrant, invites you to explore its depths with eyes wide open and heart full of respect.